Poland and England have just drawn 1-1, and even as a Gareth Southgate fan, I have to say that was some poor decision making from him today. The fact that he didn't make a single substitution throughout the entire 90 minutes is amazing, really. Um, it was a cagey game in the first half. It was competitive, but there weren't any real chances that I can think of. I think Harry Kane had one, but for some reason he misheaded it completely. It almost looked like he tried to square it, but there was no one there. It was nowhere near going on target, and he probably could have scored it if he'd directed it better. Um, but then at half time there was a massive argument between Polish and English players. I don't know what that's all about, really, but Harry Maguire and Kamil Glick both got booked, and what else? Oh yeah, just after half time, Jack Grealish fizzed one across the goal, but Harry Kane and Raheem Sterling had both decided to wait by the behind the 6 yard box for the pullback, so no one was there. And with Jack Grealish, he's clearly a quality player, but it's just so frustrating watching him. Like he beats a man, but then there was one point tonight where he beat the right back for Poland, and he could easily run past him, but the right back sort of touched his shit. I don't think he even grabbed it. Grealish didn't get the foul, and he could have, and the ball's already past the defender. All he had to do is run after the ball, and he would have got there. And he decides not to. It's baffling, to be honest. But Harry Kane did make the breakthrough. Well, unlock the deadlock, or break the deadlock was the correct phrase I was looking for. I got there eventually. It was a really good strike. He struck it like he sliced across it, sort of. He cut across it, and it's for someone who's right-footed, it sort of curled the other way that you'd expect it to. And it went over the defender's head, so Wojciech Szczesny didn't see it until late when he was in goal. So he didn't have much of a chance with it. It was a really good strike and a really good goal from Harry Kane. All England had to do from that point was just hold on for the 3 points in one of probably the toughest game in our group. Poland are probably the best team. I mean, Hungary are no mugs either. They did get a draw against France and against Germany at the Euros, and were drawing with Portugal for 80 minutes, but sort of self-imploded in the last 10 minutes and conceded 3. So Hungary were actually, because I think they scored first against France, I think, and I think they also scored the first and third goals against Germany. So I think for the entire Euros they were losing the game for 10 minutes against Portugal, and still I think managed to finish bottom of the group, which wow. But yeah, where was I? Enough about Hungary. They're not even the topic tonight. Southgate had to make the subs. He had 5 subs to make tonight. He didn't make one. It was crying out for Jordan Henderson in midfield. Jordan Henderson is one hell of a leader and a brilliant football player as well. Not that our midfielders aren't. I mean, if there's players being picked ahead of Jordan Henderson, then that's fine, obviously. Football is it's how you see it. It's like there's no real right answer. It's like how you see it personally. So that's why Southgate must like Calvin Phillips, because that's why he picks him in the sort of like the first team, if you like. Like the players who played against Andorra, they weren't in Southgate's first 11. But it was crying out for Henderson. The guy's won a Champions League, he's won a Premier League, he's won a Club World Cup, and he's been playing for a top English football team for 10 years now. I think he's been in the England team for 10 years now. So he's got that experience. He knows how to hold on to 3 points. But Southgate, for some reason, just didn't sub him on. And he needed to come on because we needed fresh legs in midfield. Because England have played 3 games in 6 days, I think. So it clearly needed freshening up. And for some reason or another, Southgate delayed it. And of course, Poland started to put the pressure on. Pickford nearly scored a calamitous own goal, where he just waited for the striker to come towards him and he booted it against the striker. It's going in, but it was sort of like bouncing in, so Pickford had just enough time to get back and stop himself from embarrassing himself. But in the last minute, Lewandowski put in a peach of a ball, and I can't remember the player's name. Zimanski, I think it was. Damian Zimanski managed to get the header at the back post, and yeah, obviously Poland happy with that because England are the best team in the group, and they've just got a draw. And they needed something out of tonight's game to try and get that second place, the playoff round place. But yeah, it's a bit disappointing for England tonight, but you know, it occasionally happens. Hopefully Southgate learns from it. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.